Coffee with a Coach continues. We make a stop in Windsor with the St. Clair Saints head coach Michael LaChance. Hi, Coach.
Hey, how you doing, Ryan?
You're joining us kind of on the road, so I'll forgive you for not at least having some sort of coffee mug with you.
Thanks.
How are things going there in Windsor? I saw a great article on you, your 20th season as a coach in this league. Feather in your cap. Congratulations.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it should have been 20 years ago, but it has been, and I've survived. So I'm still enjoying it, and it's going great.
Sometimes does it feel like, oh man, 20 years is a long time? Sometimes I'm sure it just feels like it's gone by so fast.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense when I see the gray hair, but other than that, it feels like it was only a couple years ago that I started up. So
Well, let's talk about the Saints team getting ready for the 2023 season as defending Ontario champions. How's the progress been?
it's been really good. Recruiting was outstanding, as to be expected. We came off a good season. The facility's really coming together at St. Clair College, and the support's just growing and growing, and the awareness of what we have going on here in Windsor is at an all-time high. So it was a great off season, and then just our guys coming back from last year. Our veteran players really got locked in after that Okanagan loss, and I think they really took it to heart, and we learned a lot. We played a great team, a championship team, and they showed us what it's like to play at a championship level, and it took us a bit in that game to kind of get acclimated to their speed and their precision. I think in the second half we played really well, and it was a great learning experience for us as coaches and the players. So the organization really took a big step, I think, this offseason.
I would imagine playing a game like that on the national stage for the players that are returning, it just really locks them and fuels that fire coming into this year.
Absolutely, and we saw how high level Okanagan was and how powerful they were, how fast they played the game, and really, like I said, that halftime, really there was no adjustments at halftime schematically. It was just basically, hey guys, you got a choice to make here. You can either play or you can get beat. And they decided to strap up and play, and they really picked their level up in the second half. And I think for the returning players, it showed that we could play at that level. Just they have to challenge themselves in the offseason to be bigger, better, stronger, faster, so on and so forth. And they all did that. They all came back. Linebackers are coming back 10, 15 pounds heavier. Running backs are coming in a little bit opposite, 10, 15 pounds lighter, a little bit faster. So guys really kind of reshaped what they are, and they know they're focused, they're locked in, they're ready to roll.
Any question marks as far as position goes, or there's still some healthy competition at some of the positions?
Tons of competition, but that's just kind of how I roll as a coach. I'm going to treat every position the same, and you're going to compete from day one right until the championship game. I'm going to make changes to the roster until I'm told I can't. And you're going to compete week in and week out, whether you're a lineman or a quarterback. You're going to get treated kind of the same way, and your position's under scrutiny and under question all the time. And I think it's very important as a coach to have a great atmosphere on the team and make it competitive, but have that little feeling of being uncomfortable is a healthy thing, I think, too, because it keeps everybody on their toes.
So balanced of a team last year, like the Saints team usually is. With the defense, I thought played really well. Nothing to take away from the offense, but the defense was great. Is that going to be the same this year?
I think our defense is actually much improved from last year. Our defensive line might have went from the weakness of the team to the strength of the team in one off season. So I think we had great individual players at times on defense last year, especially at defensive line. But I think this year the group is 12 strong, and we recruited really heavy at the defensive tackle position and bumped a couple guys to edge. We moved a running back to edge, and we moved a defensive tackle who lost a little bit of weight. He moved to edge, and we're really happy with their progress. So I think the defensive line is going to be much improved, and Coach Morency does a great job with whoever he's got there. But when you give him, he's a linebacker centric coach, and when you give him a defensive line that could eat gaps up, the linebackers really go to town. So I'm excited to see it against somebody rather than my offense, because it gets tiring in practice.
Our guys, they must be tired of hitting each other, teammates, right?
Well, yeah, we've had three camps and then main camp
Yeah.
now, so we've been at it for quite a long time. We've had near 30 padded practices now. They're really antsy for Quinty to come to town and really play against somebody not in a yellow helmet, that's for sure.
I feel bad for Quinty. Quinty's the same though. They're gonna come in wanting to hit you guys as well. So are you looking forward to the
Yep.
first game? Is it about time?
Yeah, it's way overdue, and we're really looking forward to it. I'm glad we open at home, and really, when I look at the schedule, I don't really care about who we play and when we play them, because you got to play everybody anyways. We want to get through that OFC schedule clean, get out of it healthy, get into the playoffs in a good position, and then put ourselves up for a chance to compete at that national level again. That's what it's all about. But you got to take care of business at hand, obviously, and Quinty happens to be on the board first, so we're going to be really prepared for them. They got a new coaching staff, and it's always exciting when you play a team with a new staff. They come out with a little bit more swagger, and they come with a little more confidence than maybe they have before, and give it their best shot.
You've been in this position before where the team is favored to win the conference. Is there a little extra pressure on that because you may be the favorite to win the conference?
No, I don't think so. Like for me, I think I'm going to coach the team the same way, whether we're favored or not. I'm coaching it the same way because I think if we do the things we're supposed to do, we always give ourselves a chance to compete, and that's really what it's all about. You're trying to give yourself a chance to compete in every game to be able to win it into the fourth quarter. So I'm going to coach it the exact same way, and I've told our guys whether you're playing in practice or you're playing on a Saturday night, that we're always watching, and the competition's always going to be there. When I'm watching film at night after practice, I'm looking for guys who want to compete. Whether you're successful or not, if you're competing and your hustle's there and your effort's there, we got ourselves a chance. So
20 years later, you still get butterflies or excitement that the first game's right around the
yeah,
corner?
I really do. I get butterflies before scrimmage in practice. I love to call plays. It's my position as the offensive coordinator and the primary play caller is probably one of my favorite things in sports to do over the years, and I love calling the offense. And when I get a chance to do that, my competitive nature comes out, and it's those chess pieces moving across the board, and I always get really nervous about it, and it's a good nervous. But I tell the guys, if you don't have butterflies or you're not anxious about things, maybe you just don't care enough. So I hope our guys are ready to go, and I hope they have those butterflies floating around in their stomach around 6:00 on Saturday.
Well, it's going to be fun to watch, Coach. Congratulations, 20 years, and I'm sure we'll catch up to you down the road. Thanks for doing this.
Outstanding. Thanks, Ryan.